What's up your mind? Put your hands together and welcome. Yo, Mo in the deep end. And Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh my God. So I tried to get Mr. Mo to get me because we were in Hobby Lobby looking for decor for my room. And there was a donkey picture in like the laugh pose. And I was like, I know we were thinking about shelving, but because we were looking for something to go directly over my bed. And I was like, can you imagine trying to do it with a donkey looking at you?
Like this.
I know, and I'm saying this loudly because I forgot that I had inside volume in Hobby Lobby, and then I realized that everyone was listening to.
And they're just like, she should buy that. I'll buy it for you just for the humor. That would be me. I'm serious. I would have been like, I will buy that for you just for the humor of
I
it.
just need to go to Hobby Lobby in front of like tacky things and start playing Sarah McLachlan. Like, my husband won't buy this for me, but for 35 cents, you can sponsor my terrible decorating and stick it to your husband.
you probably get sponsors.
I know. Holy shit. Mo, on now that I'm buying stuff for my channel, I'll get one of them selfie stick cameras that Expert has.
Yes.
Mo in the wild. Now,
that's her ASMR channel, Mo in the wild.
So this scares me as both an inside cat and a hypochondriac. A young woman yawned so strongly that she broke her neck.
That's crazy.
I mean,
how do you break your
she's
neck?
from the UK. Like, do y'all never have sunlight? I mean, I know I look like I've never seen the sun or a wattage higher than 30, but I actually have been in the outside. I'm just naturally pale, naturally Elvira.
Well, they're naturally Elvira too, so don't feel bad. I mean, they are trying to darken up their populace by getting some immigrants in there.
A 36-year-old woman in the UK almost lost her life after yawning so forcefully one morning that she broke her neck and required emergency surgery. Now, Haley Black had just woken up one morning to heat her daughter Amelia's bottle of formula when she saw the baby yawning and well, she just followed the example. But the 36-year-old mother instantly felt an electric shock sensation shoot through her body, leaving her arms stuck in the air. Now she realized that something was wrong, so she asked her husband to call an ambulance. Now, that's not what happened. For 30 minutes, she and her husband were like, well, maybe yawn again. Maybe it'll go down.
Could you imagine? You're just like...
I know. Mr. Mo comes in and sees me like this. He's like, well, hello. I'm like, no, don't paint me like one of your French women, Jack.
He's all doing this number.
He's like, yes. I'm like, I have an emergency. And he's like, I know I wasn't here to hold your bosom. And I was like, no, I'm actually paralyzed. Well, don't tempt me with a good time.
That means you can't move. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. Now, basically, she arrived at the hospital in Milton Keynes and said that she was in excruciating pain, but doctors struggled to understand what was going on since the scans really didn't show anything. But it was only after specific scans of the woman's neck that they realized that C6 and C7, so the cervical spine, and C means that they're your neck spine vertebrae, had broken and shot forward into her spine.
No, wouldn't cervical be lower?
Well, it just means neck.
But where's your cervix? Isn't that a little lower?
Well, yes, but cervical. So Yes, cervix is the neck to the womb. So, look, a
why do they?
German made it up. Are we
Why does
sure?
it have to be
Probably.
from the neck to the womb? I mean, I would think that.
Because cervical simply means the neck of something. Now, I don't
Why do they
know.
call it the cervix?
Well, I don't know.
Man, they
Again,
got me all confused with body anatomy now.
well,
I've been doing it wrong.
that's why Laura Owens thought she had, twins.
Yeah,
She heard cervical spine and thought they meant the same thing.
she heard cervical cancer and was just like, "It's the same thing." I
It
lost one of my tonsils.
it was crazy. C6 and 7 just shot forward into my spine when I yawned due to the force of the yawn.
Does her mouth open like a boa constrictor?
I know. I'm just imagining the predator thing where it unhinges out. Like,
Baby,
how
you don't turn me on with a good time.
I can't yawn now without panic. Every time I yawn, I try to stifle. It still affects me to this day. Now, luckily for her, the doctors were able to perform emergency surgery and prevent any permanent paralysis. However, it did leave her with permanent nerve damage, tracheal scars, and doctors removed the discs in her neck. So
So that way they couldn't pop out again.
they might have just been completely out of alignment and they couldn't
They
push
couldn't
them
get them.
back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're sort of a little bit like knuckles, like that. Like
Yeah.
I remember because I got in a car accident, put my face through a windshield. As you can tell, it didn't hurt a whole lot.
Well, that's because you had your helmet on.
No, I
I
wasn't
knew we
wearing a
were
helmet.
smart.
I wasn't even wearing a seatbelt. I destroyed my car. I hit an oak tree at 40 miles an hour in an RX-7.
That'll
So
that'll
yeah.
do it.
Well, I went to the doctor that night so they could pull the glass out of my face. Like there was my whole forehead looked like someone just took like this with a hammer. Glass was all stuck in it. Sometimes I'll still find a chunk and just pop it out of there. But so I went to the hospital that night. They took x-rays. They're just like, yeah, you've pulled the muscles in your neck. You should be fine, And so I went home that night. And whenever I woke up the next morning, my head was turned this way and I couldn't turn it back.
Oh no.
So I had to go see a chiropractor, but I found one that had like physical therapy and everything. So that way, and imagine you're having to drive down the road like this because you can't turn your head because it's locked in place. And
All I'm imagining is if you've watched Father of the Bride 2, where Steve Martin has taken all of the sleeping pills and he's smushed up against the door or the window.
Oh yeah, it was so bad. But I did manage to get in, and of course they relocated all the spines and the like whatever the knobs are in your neck, whatever they call that spine, I think, and then had to do like physical therapy for like 6 months and build the muscles back up in my neck so it wouldn't happen again. It sucked.
Yeah. Well, I am actually, there's a local chiropractor, but those guys terrify me. So I'm like, Mr. Mo, I'm going to need you to come with me because I think my hip might be out of alignment, which causes some of the shooting pain. And I figure, if I try it once and it doesn't work out, at least I can say I've tried it.
Right. Well, and
it's
it
back
and
to
it could be like my one of my wife's friends. She used to run long distance, and she did like marathons and all this kind of stuff. And then she started having pain, and she went in and they found that the joints, because women's bodies are built a little different. They're a little more like
Yeah.
this on the joints, whereas men tend to be a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
So there's not as much pressure. And what was happening is it was damaging her hip bones. It damaged them to the point where they said, if you continue running, you won't be walking anymore. So,
Yeah. Well,
you know,
at least I'm ahead of the game. I never tried running, you know? Like all my friends were jogging, and I was like, not my bridge. I'm not jumping off it. My mama raised me right. I'm gonna sit here with my little Debbie's.
got my snack cakes. If I need exercise, one.
Well, speaking of, there are two different paths, but we
Oh,
are built the same or built different.
I'm built different.
It's, I'm, I'm built different.
I don't... Now, I finally found a family trip I'm willing to take as long as, because I have six children. So I'm thinking I have good odds on this if let all the kids loose with their own buckets and pails.
wow.
An Oklahoma family found a 2.79 carat gem at Crater of Diamonds in Arkansas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it's a brown diamond for the second anniversary, the poo-versary, if you will.
it's a brown diamond. I'm just saying his butthole was really tight. He could squish diamonds with with those cheeks. He was so tight.
Brown diamonds for when you're getting married, but you've already conceived. When you're fooling, been there, done that twice. In fact, when we renew our vows, the youngest, most feral is going to hold a sign that says, "For once, mommy's not knocked up." Like just for a change, and I am going to wear white, which is why it's going to be outside on a cloudless day.
You don't get struck by lightning. There won't be any trees around.
I'll have everyone else holding umbrellas, so I'll wear Crocs too, so I'll be grounded. An Oklahoma family celebrating a birthday at Arkansas Crater of Diamond State Park discovered a brown diamond weighing in at 2.79 carats. Renee Madison said she and her family had traveled to the park from Cookson, Oklahoma for her nephew's birthday and brought along a beach digging kit and sand sifting tools that they had gotten from the Dollar Tree. So there you go. Going prospecting. Gonna get me a Dollar Tree strainer. Going out in my backyard.
Just it's one of those really cheap ones, like you give to your toddler when you were at the
I'm
beach.
just imagining a colander like for pasta.
Man, they probably just had a pooper scooper first. Just like, hey, we got this at the dollar store. It's multi-use. We can also clean our litter box out.
Now, after going over several buckets worth of sand, they spotted a shiny oblong object. At first, I thought it looked really neat, but I wasn't sure what it was, Madison said in an Arkansas State Parks news release. Honestly, I thought it was too big to be a diamond. They took the stone to the park's Diamond Discovery Center, where experts confirmed that it was in fact a 2.79 carat brown diamond. Brown diamonds from the crater occur in a natural process called plastic deformation, which creates structural defects during a diamond's formation or movement in magma. These defects reflect green and red light, combining to make the diamond appear brown. Again,
So, do they get to keep the diamond,
yes, I guess they
or does it
do.
go to the national park?
I don't know.
See, that's information I'd want to know before I go digging up a diamond. I would want to know, can I keep it, or
I think you can.
I hope so.
She said she dubbed her new gem William Diamond in honor of her birthday celebrating nephew. Now, the park said William Diamond is the third largest gem that's been found at the park so far this year.
Oh, third largest.
That's it. We're taking a van, we're going YouTubing and sifting.
With kitty litter scoops.
Yes. And we're making Shizzy wear his helmet. I'm taking my walker. People are going to wonder if we're a visiting day group with our caretakers because Expert's going to be there. We're going to make White Rabbit take Dayquil so she just looks like she belongs with us.
She'll look like the caretaker.
She will. They'll be like, you are just, bless your heart. You know what? We aren't even going to charge you. And she'll be like, yeah, this is part of their daytime therapy. And honestly, looking at all of us, no one would be shocked. Everyone would be like, you bless your heart. Don't all of them have helmets? Why are you just making one? Well, he's our special boy. It's his birthday.
It's our special boy. I can picture just. I can picture.
And the expert will be like, "Oh my God, what's going on?"
Just be walking around. Squirrel.
He'll be like, "Oh my God, hi, I'm expert. Who are you?" And they'll be like, "It is so sweet that you take these people out and you let them pretend they're real people. It's just."
Are you from? You're not from the lockup, right? We just want to be sure.
We decided to give the inmates a break from picking up trash on the road.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Now, there should be no debate on this. This is disgusting. And when I rule the world, every woman will be made to shave her armpits.
Yeah. That's a little weird, you know?
I mean, ma'am, you're already dressed up like Liberace and Ziggy Stardust had a baby on acid.
But she looks like she's got a short, fat torso and chicken legs.
It's not the most appealing look. There are certain shades of pink that don't always look really good with red hair, and
I think
that's
she
a
picked
wig
all of them.
and it's terrible. Like that looks like you're Chappelle Roan. I don't know who you are, but I'm guessing you're someone semi-famous ish since you're being filmed and such.
It looks like she missed her eyes for the eyeshadow and put it on her forehead.
So this is what they used for the Terminator. I do know this. When you take away someone's eyebrows, it automatically gives you an uncanny valley effect. So the fact that she doesn't have any eyebrows or she's covered them up to extend her eyeshadow makes her look alien. Again, all I see in this face is like, you have no eyebrows. That is in fact a felony. Go away.
It looks so weird. It looks like she put eyeshadow on her forehead. She has eyebrows, I think. I don't know. It's just...
She does. I think under her... Oh, no. Yeah, this is a no.
No.
Absolutely not. No armpit hair is gross on women.
Oh, I thought that was a dude. No, sorry.
Does she have fingers touching her no-no square off of her belt?
Probably. You know, she probably has that hairy too. I don't know.
Oh,
She wants to bring back the 70s.
what in the Little Mermaid on acid mixed with Pink Floyd is going on here?
What the F is that? Just like, why does she have one? You remember the collars that they had like in the 1700s? Why does she have those on her arms? I guess because they should have her armpit hair. Whenever she walks around looking like she's got buckwheat in a headlock, it just...
I don't understand. Apparently she forgot she had a G-string on when she turned around. As you do. I mean, how can you...
How can you How can you not know that you have something crawling up your crack like that?
Yeah, I contend that this is total BS. There is no way you forget you have a thong crawling ever closer to your kidneys. No.
More like her
ridiculous.
teeth. I mean, the thing gets ain't dead or good Lord Almighty, woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
In our praises for government efficiency.
We have this story.
Why does the government fund a 5 square mile laser death ray that kills 6,000 birds a year? That is Ivanpah, a solar farm in the Mojave Desert. And the bird apocalypse isn't even the biggest part of this boondoggle. So 15 years ago, Google, NRG Energy, and Bright Source Energy got together for this idea. They would sell solar power to PG&E and California Edison until 2039. But they needed funding. So Bechtel, who's a big government contractor, helped them get a $1.6 billion loan from the Department of Energy. See all those mirrors? Yeah, there's 350,000 of them, and each one is the size of a garage door. They reflect sunlight onto boilers 450 feet high as part of the solar thermal process. The project promised to create 1,000 construction jobs and power 140,000 homes. And that didn't happen.
Shizzy, can we pause
everyone
this?
benefit from workers and local.
Yeah, I like the
I mean,
cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots with biker shorts with a man's button down.
Well, she is in California.
Okay, can we just all admit that biker shorts are a terrible idea? We put them into Pandora's box at the end of the early 90s, and now they're. I know you're. Okay, Shizzy. You're
Depends on the
imagining
lady.
Every woman looks like this chick. What I have is women who look like they ate 7 of this chick, then put on biker shorts and a crop top.
That's true, but you're an Indian, so I understand.
Yeah, so my reluctance to approve of bike shorts does have a very valid logic behind it. Look, even Lycra deserves a chance and a break once in a while, okay?
Well, the button down, I bet she has like a really tight fitting top on it, maybe a one piece. I don't know. I mean, be interested to find out. I'll continue on with the story.
Communities to politicians pushing green energy. Now, the facility opened in 2014, and it didn't take long to realize that mirrors attract bugs and birds eat bugs, and mirrors themselves get really hot. The reflected rays at Ivanpah literally singed birds to death mid-air, leaving clouds of smoke called streamers. The project was also terrible for desert tortoises and destroyed irreplaceable, pristine desert habitat. But the real problem was about...
Shizzy, I would actually pay money to see that.
I just see a bird flying and go just bursting into place.
Sound effects. I'd be like, that's how you get extra crispy. Where do we put on the 11 herbs and spices? Get my dipping sauce. I just have a bucket of ranch next to me.
Nice. The birds are just dropping towards you. Oh my God. Oh, sorry.
About power. Ivanpah only operated at half capacity. Apparently, officials hadn't considered things like weather or equipment challenges impacting energy production. Like they should have. NRG said it could take years for Ivanpah to hit its annual energy goals. In the meantime, they'd use natural gas to operate the boilers. So much so that they even needed state approval to increase the gas limit. Turns out the sun didn't shine as much as everyone hoped, and the facility could no longer compete with newer, more efficient technology. Today, Ivanpah employs 61 people, but soon it will be 0. PG&E ended their contract 15 years early, and Ivanpah will close 2 of its 3 units by 2026. For the American taxpayers, it's Solyndra 2.0. So I guess this is good news for the birds. What do you think?
I think Expert will be happy. Well, unhappy. He'll be like, no, fire that thing back up. We need to stop those drones.
Weirdest Thanksgiving with Mo. I'll be like Uncle Eddie. I'll be like, are you joking, Clark? Are you serious, Clark?
Are you serious, Clark?
Sugar was full. Hey, let's see what poo will do at 490,000 degrees.
Who on a stick turns into fire on a stick.
I'll be like, you know what? razor or laser death beam from the sun versus Roman candles. You know, you can't get people from Appalachia near anything that will light things on fire without some Roman candles. Roman candle war.
Oh man, that reminds me of going to my uncle's place in Indiana. Me and one of my friends, drove up there just to go spend like 4th of July. Except, they had an exceptionally good year, and they weren't raising what was it, soybeans or alfalfa at the time. They were actually raising corn, and from where he lives you can see the fireworks in like 6 different counties, okay, except in July with the corn that is like tall enough that it's probably 7-8 feet tall. You can't see anything in any of the counties. Luckily, me and my friend, we stopped at a fireworks store on the way through in, I think, Tennessee. And we probably spent about $200 or $300 on fireworks. And 1990s. That's a good amount of fireworks.
A shit ton. You would be famous in my home where I'm living right now. You'd be like the king of 4th of July.
Oh, we were. And we sat out there, we set stuff off. And I mean, it was just like the oohs and ahs, because you couldn't, like I said, you couldn't see. We heard the fireworks going off, and I was like, well, let me just open up my trunk. And I started pulling out Roman candles and big booms and crap like that. And oh yeah, it was good. It's really good. Anyway, long story short, I'm not allowed in Ohio anymore. Pretty much.
Well, I mean, why is it we just can't see people walked more? Because I was waiting for her to get some jail time. I was waiting for Weezer's, jail release album. Wife of Weezer bassist has escaped jail time after opening fire on the LAPD cops. Apparently, crime is legal. We are living from Escape from LA. Without
so
Snake
it was the
Plissket.
wife of Weezer's bassist. It was the woman that was doing this.
Yeah.
Is she laying on her back or on her stomach?
She's doing on her stomach. I hope.
I mean,
Best-selling author and wife of Weezer bassist Jillian Schreiner has dodged jail time after she was arrested for allegedly opening fire at Los Angeles police officers. She fired warning shots. I'm kind of with her. Jillian Schreiner, 52, was granted the right to enter a 2-year mental health diversion program that could potentially lift the 2 gun charge felonies against her. Any violation reported to the court may result in potential termination of the diversion. If she successfully completes the conditions of the diversion, the case will be dismissed by the court. So this woman's probably been in therapy like her entire life and doing yogurt enemas and everything. So your chore for her is to go get more therapy that probably screwed her up in the first place.
why do you think she married a musician? Yes,
Just give her some really good ganja. I mean, at this point. The judge also ordered Schreiner to attend weekly counseling and Alcoholics Anonymous, along with random drug test and alcohol testing. She's unable to possess any guns or weapons. Well, she was lawful in shooting off the one, so she doesn't seem like someone who really cares about rules.
True. I mean, she took pot shots at the popo. I'm surprised they didn't end her. That's usually what happens.
Also, who the hell,
what the
what the hell? Because Mr. Mo would be like, what are you doing? That she is like, I don't even do this when I find something hilarious, like the donkey picture in Hobby Lobby. I don't, lead my, I have one of those backpack leashes for Mr. Mo.
Well, he's got one of those man purse things too. So,
Yeah, but he's looking to her for stability. There's so many things wrong with this picture.
Well, he's got little feet and he's wearing, oh God. I just have to say, no, just all of that. No.
Well, he's wearing mossy oak. Like he is like it's the fall hunt season, so okay. In San Francisco as you do.
It's San Francisco. That explains the pink strap on his man purse.
Well, I mean, crime doesn't pay, but sometimes I guess it does, especially when you let a repeat offender who's a thief out all the time. A glamorous Miami woman.
That's glamorous. It looks like she did a part on her hair, and I don't know. That's weird.
Flattened it.
Yeah.
There are some really, really cute natural styles. I'm not sure this is one that I like, but hey,
You do you,
the
boo.
Daily Mail thought she was glamorous. A 25-year-old woman was accused of drugging men to steal luxury watches. Well, she's been arrested again for the same elaborate scheme. Angela Chanel Etsy, you've got to be kidding.
Oh,
It would have been better if she was Chastity Destiny, like
Lacey.
Clarity. Crystal Dawn,
Crystal Dawn.
Misty Dawn, any adjective in front of Dawn.
Becky.
Becky is a hoe name according to Flux.
Becky's on. Well, then she'll like the one I've got.
She and the accused accomplice had allegedly met victims at a Miami bar and accompanied them to a Bricknell apartment. Now, the victim told police that he had a limited recollection of the night, but believed he was drugged during some time of this evening. He later woke up to find his $20,000 Rolex watch, $4,000 in cash, and his friend's watch missing. There also was an unapproved $500 transaction on the friend's Cash App account. So, yeah.
Okay, so I'm curious, was it him and his friend that went back with her? Because
Well-
why would he have his friend's watch?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. And it said she had an accomplice, so maybe there was another hot girl who was like, "Oh, my friend and I were looking for a friend and his friend," and
I don't know. That could be.
the alleged thief now faces charges including grand theft in the second degree between $20,000 and $100,000. Now, Etsy is a known offender with prior arrest for similar bad date thefts. Police
Bad
said he's
dates.
facing
That's not a bad date. That's why do I have to say bad date? That is not a bad date. That's a horrible date.
Well, I mean, it's a good date for her and a terrible date for him.
Well, she probably had steak and something like that. You know,
She probably had the surf and turf,
No,
Wagyu beef, and
Wagyu beef and lobster.
yeah. She's now facing charges in 3 separate cases across South Florida. How about stop letting her the F out? How about we do that?
That might be
Florida?
a good idea. I mean, you could then you could find her on Prison Babes or something like that. See those kind of cool.
Victims
God,
claimed
now, see,
to-
I like her hair there much better.
Yeah, well, what happened probably is sometimes they will make inmates take out extensions and things like that. So they might have pulled out all the extension and extra hair, and that's why she looked like she did.
Honey,
in her
that's
mugshot.
natural right there. They just don't want her whipping people with them, like Medusa or something.
Victims claim to meet the 25-year-old in nightclubs and hotels. In May, she was charged in relation to a spate of similar cases dating back to March 11th, when a man claimed to have had a drink with Etsy before they returned to his apartment. He claimed to have gotten very sick, passed out, and then his Rolex was gone when he woke up. Now, surveillance cameras captured the woman leaving the apartment and identified her as Etsy. The second burglary was on March 22nd, when another man claimed to have met 2 women at a Bricknell bar before they went back to his apartment. He claims that he was woken up when the women were leaving his apartment the next morning, and claimed that his $11,000 Rolex and $8,000 in cash, along with his sunglasses, were missing from the ransacked apartment. Now, one of the women left behind her purse with an ID card that belonged to Etsy. These are the smartest criminal ever. It's like, what do you want to do tonight, Pinky? What do you want to do tonight, Keisha? How about we go do the same thing, but we leave our IDs? So basically, yeah, she has been booked into the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center, but I'm guessing they'll let her out until she, I don't know, fake dates Elon Musk and steals half of Tesla.
Just so you know, guys, that drink may not be safe if she opens it. And speaking of Becky,
This garage is bluer than my waffle. I'm gonna get canceled faster than Jimmy Kimmel. You know what goes great with a square house? A square car. I'm looking at you, Jeep Wrangler owners. I don't think this driveway is big enough to hold all 500,000 of your rubber duckies. Tell me, what was it like running to lunch like Naruto every day? Imagine spending $40,000 on an off-road vehicle that you literally never take off-road. Jeep owners are like, I literally take my Jeep off-road all the time. You know, these cabinets were actually made in Indonesia by a child. When I was a kid, this is how I thought I would look coming down the stairs on my prom night, but this is how I actually looked. That's embarrassing. Hey, did you guys know that Jeep Wranglers automatically come with a Boy George CD? I think I'm really starting to like Jeep Wranglers. This is why old school realtors hate me. They're like,
Real estate is like serious business.
you know what's serious business? The fact that your husband hasn't touched you in 5 years. Stop taking your anger out on me, Rebecca. I'm not the one who gave you zero personality. Why don't you go back to reorganizing your Pinterest boards instead of commenting on my videos? Anyway, that's enough about Rebecca. Do you think Jeep Wranglers come with a butt too? Share this with someone you know whose entire personality is the fact that they own a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
I've all sorted.
You know what the most common how can I put this? The most common label on a Jeep Wrangler is?
Save a
engine
horse,
light.
ride a cowboy.
No, it's the check engine light. They suck.
The drummer for this band that I was in was dating a stripper. Go figure.
What?
And
A band member and a stripper?
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
so now this was back in the 90s. So you had like that first generation of the Jeep Wranglers that came out. Like, you know, they stopped making actual Jeeps and they made those little 4-cylinder or something or other,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
the hell they
Okay,
were.
what was the Jeep that had like, or maybe it wasn't a Jeep, but it had the badass like overhead lights, and they were from the 80s? Because I want one of them. I want the Jeep that every douchey, you know, guy that his dad owned the ski lodge in every John Hughes movie in the 80s had. That's what I want, the douche
Jeep
mobile.
Cherokee?
No, it was
No,
like a
it might have been a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Was it?
No, it's
Was
probably a
it-
CJ7.
Yeah, CJ7. Yeah. That was
I
that
want to
was-
be like, you don't belong here.
Yeah, because you had the
losers.
CJ7 and then they came out with the Jeep Wranglers. So she had this Jeep Wrangler, and in Dallas it was really hot. So she had the top off and the doors off, and you know, just cruising around, whatever. And she
You
comes
could
back.
smell
she
the
goes,
glitter for a mile.
yeah, she goes, man, I've never been so disgusted. She goes, I'm sitting there in traffic and look over, and there's this little Mexican guy, and he is just beating his meat. And just keeps like looking at me and pointing at a picture on a magazine. She goes, it took me a while to figure out that was the advertisement for the strip club. But yeah, he was sitting there like beating his meat, and she was just like, I've never been so disgusted.
You're a
Yeah,
stripper.
I would like to RSVP no for any similar tributes.
She's like, I couldn't get away from him. I was like, well, don't worry. He was having a hard time driving anyway.
Canceling campaign for Mo's YouTube. Okay.
Now, this wasn't me, but if it happened to have been a miniature Highland cow, I would have kindly told the officer to not ask me any questions and don't call my husband. You are my supervisor. I can haul whatever the hell I want in my utility vehicle.
Oh my God.
A woman caught transporting a pony in the backseat of her car refuses to pay a fine. Okay, but this is in Germany. Now I do have questions about what's happening to this
Yeah, I was
pony.
fixing to say, you can transport a dog. Why can't you transport a pony?
A German woman caught by police transporting a Shetland pony in the backseat of her pink car refused to pay a €35 or $41 fine and now faces administrative proceedings. Do you have a license for that horse? That's over the horsepower limit.
You have too much horsepower.
Too
She
much
was
horsepower.
trying to drive in the EV line, and they're like, "This dog won't hunt."
Sorry, ma'am, but the HOV lane is for people, not you and an animal.
My favorite is the people that think they can get away with it by putting like a mannequin or something like that.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's just like they're driving along and they hit a bump and the wing is sliding off. And it's like, no. Okay, let me put it this way. Never in Atlanta are you going to see a black person driving a white person around and your mannequin is pale white.
Yeah, that's not
No
going to
way.
happen.
And he's still dressed in his Sears catalog wear that they got from the dump. He's like wearing a members only jacket. He's got a fanny pack on. And a visor.
Though, and it's the bad sunglasses, not even cheap sunglasses. Sunglasses are like gold speckled or some shit.
Sir, what you got there with you? It's my homie.
So, you're better off just getting a blow up doll than just all. You like the chick that broke her neck yawning. Sure, that's what she was doing.
By the way, do we have contact information for that woman? Asking for a friend.
Earlier this month, police in Alstorf, Germany, pulled over a suspicious pink car after seeing something very strange through the rear window. Again, it's Germany.
Right.
I just can't.
The home of some of the worst adult films you could possibly think of, but we're questioning a horse.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why they pulled her over. Just want to make sure.
Maybe they needed new material. Who knows?
Look, we're on to Mr. Ed, the adult film.
It's like we ran out of available women.
They're like, look, we couldn't get a donkey imported for the donkey show, so we went to the local petting zoo.
That's what it is. They're trying to appropriate Mexican culture.
Yes. Damn them.
Mexican.
Mexican.
The Germans are trying to appropriate Mexican culture, and I will not stand for it. You go to Tijuana, sir.
Well,
That's
most
a
of
long
them went
ways
to
away.
Argentina, so it's Portuguese.
Whatever.
So upon popping the trunk, police officers came face to face with a cute Shetland pony sitting on a small carpet rolled over reclined rear seats with a bucket of feed in front of it. Now the animal seemed quite calm. Yeah, the animal's like, look, this is a Tuesday and it's Germany, y'all. Like, kind of.
You wouldn't
It is
believe
what
what I
it
had to
is.
do to get the back seat, man.
Yeah, you're like,
God.
look, I fought my way for this back seat. I'm never going back.
This is actually a ride share. We're going to pick up some people.
The animal seemed quite calm, suggesting this isn't the first ride along, and the woman didn't seem to acknowledge that there was anything wrong. She simply tied the small horse to a taupe with a rope, I'm guessing not a taupe, to a metal eyelet, which she seemed to believe was safe enough. Not even the police's explanation that in case of a traffic accident at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, a 150 kilogram pony could be hurled forward with a force of 7.5 tons. Again, we can't police stupidity. I say we just let nature run its course. Darwin and the Pony Express will fix this.
Exactly.
Well, the only problem is you know they don't want donkey in their wiener schnitzels. Just saying.
Well, it's kind of like this. You know, sure, it's illegal, but every once in a while, you just got to let them figure it out for themselves. It'll all work out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll only get one accident.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The lead rope would most likely not be able to withstand this weight, endangering the life of the pony, the driver, and other road users, the police explained.
Look, my car is not reliable, so I brought him as backup.
Just in case.
Just in case.
I mean, this is not good advertising for Volkswagen.
I don't know. A car that can haul around a pony, you know. I think it's pretty good advertising.
I mean, it's no El Camino, but I'll take it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
this has a roof.
So that leads the question: what about those people that have like horse carriers? You know, you got a horse carrier. So are you saying that if one of those things gets into an accident with like a 500 kilo horse, that it doesn't turn into like 35,000 tons of crashing force? I mean,
okay, not that I want to see any animals get hurt, but now that there has to be a traffic cam where this exact scenario is captured so we can know for science.
yeah,
I feel like we should become our own Mythbusters, because I would have hella a lot of fun finding a horse skeleton and then adding the gel to make it, you know, ballistically safe, and then driving like a jackass.
Look, all I did was go to a Vietnamese market and picked up dinner. I don't see what the problem is.
They said the
Dinner on the road.
other white meat, and I was a little confused, but it made more sense when I saw the horse on the...
The horse was named Spare Tire.
Spare tire.
The police considered the woman's unusual means of transporting the pony extremely dangerous. It's not clear why the woman opted to put the adorable pony in the backseat of her pink car, but what we do know is that she refused to pay the €35 fine issued by the police, insisting she's done nothing wrong. In the end, the woman was prevented from continuing her journey with the pony in the backseat of her car, and the penalty notice is now pending against her.
Oh.
This is why freedom matters, because you can haul whatever the hell police don't catch you with in our car.
Had this had been an El Camino, she never would have gotten a fine.
Exactly.
I know. That's because El Caminos are awesome. I want one. Now, just another story to spike my hypochondria, because a 65-year-old man had a giant head-shaped tumor removed from his neck after refusing to go to the hospital for 16 years.
Whoa!
Now,
he has an extra head growing out of his neck.
like, how do you just go where you're like, nah, I'll take care of that next Monday? Because I know we all have that sort of thing where, yeah, like that is why?
That is one hell of a zit, man.
It looks like it has a foot or something. You know, really pregnant women, like you can see kind of the feet or towards the end.
Yeah, they're all pushing and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
looks like something out of Alien. Man, that thing's going to come out and snapping at you.
It's like the first Harry Potter movie when Voldemort's head comes out of that guy's back.
HBO is screwing that up so bad. They're like, we're not going to be able to pay for the special effects. You're Quirrell now.
How do you go?
This guy.
They troll hospitals.
Does that thing have its own necklace?
Does it have
That's
its own
where they're
social
cutting.
security number?
So that black is the part where they're going to excise off, because you have to have enough skin to kind of close the wound, not leave a gaping wound in the neck. But that also might be all that they are able to image. Let's read. A Russian man with a hulking tumor the size of his head had it surgically removed from his neck after more than a decade of using failed home remedies. What the hell? This is not a wart. You can't just spray some Windex on it or put some duct tape over it.
You can't put hummus on this damn thing.
The 65-year-old resident of the city of Kharkov lived with the ever-growing tumor, which weighed down on the base of his neck, for a staggering 16 years. Doctors at Kirov Regional Clinic Hospital were amazed as the patient explained he had tried using simple ointments to treat the tumor with zero success.
You know, did he shave it too? Because, I mean, it's got some hair on it. Just,
He put Vicks Vapor Rub on it. There, he's like, it's got menthol. It's mentholated.
you know, it'd really suck if they found out. No, this was just a zit gone awry. They got the
No
Dr.
amount of
Pimple Popper.
Clearasil on this planet is going to get rid of that damn thing. Okay.
He's over
no, you
here
get
buying
the-
all the pimple stickers people put on.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like, could you imagine Dr. Pimple Popper on this one? It's like,
Now, usually such a tumor grows slowly and painfully, so many patients postpone a visit to a specialist, hoping that the formation will disappear on its own, said Igor Popfrin, the head of the surgical department at the hospital.
his name is Popfrin.
Well, I'm sure it sounds more Russian when he
Surprised
says
his
it.
name isn't Igor.
Okay, but here's my thing. Or your surgeons suck so many donkey balls that people would rather deal with a head growth than go see you.
Yeah, that's
could be
usually
the-
what I'm thinking. The latter is it. You got
Now-
a name like Igor, okay?
Yeah, now the tumor was identified as a benign lipoma, so a fat tumor. Basically, it was just a
Oh,
clump
so it
of
looked
fat
like
cells.
a saggy ball sack on his neck whenever he walked around.
Yeah,
He
well,
always
I
wore
mean,
a backpack.
it's just slapping his back, just like
He just
Now-
he just hides it in the top of the backpack and puts like a sheet over it or something. Nobody
just
knew
wears
the
a
difference for
hoodie.
16 years.
he has his own hoodie. So
We're not talking like a year. We're not even talking about 16 months. We're talking 16 years, people.
How
my
did he
gosh, if
how
you're-
did he keep it clean?
you're
Just
sleeping next to your husband and you don't know which head you kissed in the morning.
Oh God. Oh God.
you wake up and you're like, you have no face, and you're like, oh no, it's just the growth. Okay, go back as you were.
I'm just it's like sex got to be really interesting. You got
See,
this
now I'm
balls-
going to be paranoid. Now I'm going to be checking Diva's back first. Is there anything growing out of there? Okay, we're good. We're good.
That's what marriage is over 40. It's you checking each other's weird growths. Like, did you see this? What
Oh.
the hell did I do
Oh.
here?
Trust me, she did that years ago. That's the advantage
Well,
of being married doing that.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, Mr. Mo's constantly asking, like, where did you get this bruise? And I'm like, hell if I know. Did you see me run into anything? I'm like a Shetland with the directional sense of Shizzy and a squirrel put, or not, expert in the squirrel put together.
Either way works.
Exactly.
Now, the doctors would like to again reiterate, lipomas do not respond to ointments or folk remedies. But what do they say about voodoo? This sounds xenophobic.
Yeah.
Have you tried voodoo?
Would that be a counterbalance to having big boobs, though?
You know, you'd think.
You wouldn't have as many back
Well,
problems.
yeah, but then your boobs would be down by your knees because you'd have to be hunched over.
Well, I figured it
So-
would pull them up. With the
Yeah, you would just
counterweight would
got
pull the boobs up.
it's like
Well, as you can
counterbalance.
see, his chest is still flabby, so no, this is not going to work for that.
Imagine what it's going to look like when that thing comes off. It's just going to go.
He's gonna have this big fat sack on his back. And it's just because that's all it is, just a big old fat sack.
He's going to
Yeah.
have chest of drawers syndrome. His chest is going to be in his drawers.
Doctors
gonna-
tried to draw
Open that thing
a
up and they'll
line.
pull like an ingrown hair out. Be like, oh my god.
Yeah. Watch
so
it
they
be an
tried-
ingrown hair.
So yeah, so this line was supposed to estimate where his neck actually begins, apart from the tumor. I mean, that's still incredibly poor. He is going to
Yeah.
have so much neck issue, or so many neck issues.
That's why I say it. It looks like the necklace on there. It doesn't look like they drew the line right.
Well, we have reached the time in our show where we do a song inspired by, well, this particular story. A Florida 7-Eleven clerk that kidnapped a customer over an argument about punctual service. Now, I hold your shock. This is from Florida.
If
and it
anybody
does
ever
include
looked like
Black and
Florida Man,
Milds.
it's him. That's Florida Man.
Can
right there.
confirm. A Florida 7-Eleven clerk was recently arrested for locking up a customer during an argument, Sunshine State Police said. Mike Wiggum,
Wiggum.
Wiggum.
Let's go with Wiggum.
Yeah, but is he related to Chief Wiggum? Because this
Yes.
makes total
That's exactly
sense
what I
now.
thought.
Yes, that's
Oh
exactly what I
God,
was
Ralphie
thinking.
grew up. I'm
Ralphie-
in danger.
Hey, that's Ralphie's abandoned brother.
Alfie. The underlying, so he's 49 and stands accused of one count of kidnapping by false imprisonment. Now, the underlying incident occurred at a 7-Eleven on South Orlando Drive in Sanford, a medium city that's still in the broader Orlando metro. Are you for the tourism board, law and crime? Like, why do I need to know this? Let's get to the kidnapping. On
Gotta have all our
September 15th,
facts.
a man called the police about his experience while trying to purchase a Black and Mild, a popular favored cigar and pre-blunt product.
Yes, you
Wait,
do.
I can guess the ethnicity. Just saying.
The man said he entered the store and the defendant was cleaning and did not stop to assist him, according to the arrest report. Now, quickly, one man's desire for cleanliness, butted up against one man's desire for nicotine and dovetailed into a verbal argument. Eventually, Wiggum told the customer to leave the store or he would have him trespassed and sent to jail. Next, the customer said that the defendant locked the door and didn't allow him to leave as he called 911. Then the customer told the clerk that he was kidnapping him, so the clerk then unlocked the door and waited for law enforcement. Now, responding officers met with the customer who said he wanted to press charges against the clerk because, kidnapping and such. The customer had recorded his encounter inside the convenience store, according to the report, and the footage did support the customer's narrative of events. And basically, in the footage, he tells the worker, "You can't lock me in no store, man. You're crazy as hell." Possible facts are looking at that false storm is correct in his assumption.
Just saying. I know who buys Black and Mild.
Uh-huh.
Teenagers.
That too. That too.
Yeah, that too.
So Wiggum was Mirandized and interviewed. According to the report, his recollection of the incident did not appear to differ much. "Hell yes, I blocked him in here. I was doing a citizen's arrest. I was a cop. I deputized myself."
My Chief Wiggum got
My
on
dad is the chief.
Springfield.
If I were a cop and he said, "My daddy's the chief," and he left me for Ralphie, I would have let him off with a warning because that's just hilarious. This is why I can't be a cop, because you give me a funny enough story, I'm letting you off. Like chick with the pony, I'd be like, "Bon voyage, bichacho. See you later. Good luck
See, I'd
with
be
that."
the same way. If I pulled somebody over for speeding or something, the tears and pulling out the boobs and everything, that wouldn't affect me. Now, you make me laugh, I'd probably let you go.
Yeah. The funny cops. Reno 911 Part Duh with Bullstorm and Mo. We just go around.
Letting people go.
Do you know why I pulled you over? Well, I was a little confused why you actually stopped when we're not real police. In fact, you saw us literally put the little light thing on and it says "not the cops." Safety first.
All right, I
man.
like you. Go on.
Go on. Come on, someone needs a deputy for something. Don't give me a taser, though. I wouldn't use it for good. That's why Volstorm's with me, because he's used the taser.
I have to use a taser on Mo. Mo, calm down.
This man disrespected me, and he didn't give me all my chicken wings.
Where's my Black and Mild?
Did this over a 10-piece chicken wing.
And at the bottom of the caption, Mo never goes hangry. She goes psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, so here is the story about, the Slurpee shenanigans. The Slurpee saga. I'm glad he didn't go Bollywood with this, because that
I was mopping up Slurpees around 9:45 when a fella walked in wanting smokes again. Said, give me a black and mild, don't just stand there and sweep. I said, boy, don't push me or I'll call the police. Now it's a jailhouse, 7-Eleven, locking folks in like it's cell block heaven. A minute and a half was all it took. Now I'm reading my name in the record book. I stood by the door like a hero in boots, pretending John Wayne in my clerk's polo suit. He shouted, you crazy, while I dialed up the law. But deep down I knew I was breaking it all. Now it's a jailhouse, 7-Eleven, locking folks in like it's cell block heaven. A minute and a half was all it took. Now I'm reading my name in the record book. Should have just sold him that cheap cigar instead of acting tough like a TV star. Now I'm out on bond, $5,000 in the hole, playing small town sheriff took a heavy toll. So don't slam the door just to prove you're right, cause the tape don't lie, and the law just might turn a part-time shift at the corner store into headline jokes from shore to shore. Yes, it's the jailhouse, 7-Eleven, where freedom lasts a minute 11. A black and mild feud that went too far. Now I'm stuck explaining just how dumb I are. Next time somebody wants a smoke, I'll just hand it over.
It's a feel-good song, is what it is.
It is. It's the Johnny Cash we didn't know we needed. It's not quite, Folsom Jail, but it has the same vibe.
Yes.
Folsom Prison, not Folsom Jail. I was like, I'm about to lose my hillbilly card. I misnamed a Johnny Cash song. My mom won't invite me for Thanksgiving. Wait. In fact, it was Flotsam Prison, Mom.
Flotsam Prison?
I was like, she won't invite me to Thanksgiving. I was like, Flotsam Prison. Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, now this is probably next week's story, not going to lie to you guys, because honest to God, justice for Peanut. The squirrels have started. Wait till the ostriches get in on this shit. Canada, I'm looking at you. I'm just saying.
That has been one of the craziest stories. Like, and it's so weird because it comes popping up on my feed, and I'm just like, what is going on with these ostriches? And I'm like, oh, it's Canada.
I've barely heard anything about this other than, of course, Megan Fox railing to the rescue. But I have no idea what's going on. Something in Canada with ostriches, and then the next thing you know, a tribe has come in and taken it over to keep the authorities out. What the hell happened?
Well, so these ostriches, I think 1 or 2 of them tested positive for possible avian flu.
Yeah.
But they're not sick anymore. And, experts are saying, hey, if they're not sick, they might have built immunity. Don't cull the entire herd just because you want to. It's under Operation Stamp Out, where they stamp out. Again, you have an operation called Stamp Out that's going to genocide a bunch of ostriches, and you think you're the good guys?
Yeah, usually on a farm, when you have a couple animals that are sick, you just separate them from the herd.
Yeah. Well, and if they don't have it anymore, it means that they built up some sort of immune system. And if they built up an immune system, they'll pass that trait on. And hell, they might be carrying the cure for avian flu. So you never have to worry about it again.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes no
they're
sense.
just like, they must die. The ostriches must die. And
Well,
you would think
it's more of a French accent, except these must have been French Germans or something.
Yeah. So the squirrels are starting the pro-animal militia. That's what's going on here. A very mean squirrel is terrorizing a California neighborhood. Look, you're all nuts out there. They thought it were nuts. They're just trying to bury you for the winter. They mistook you for an acorn.
I know of an expert that can get rid of that squirrel. I'm just saying he might be up here on this panel.
Might have, but it's really weird because I think I've only seen like 4, maybe 5 squirrels, but I think it's the same squirrel this year. I don't know what happened.
Residents of a California neighborhood are warning other locals to beware of a very mean squirrel that has sent at least 2 people to the emergency room.
What?
Probably for rabies. Joan Hellblack, a resident of the Lucas Valley neighborhood in San Rafael, said she was taking her morning walk recently when the squirrel attacked her leg. It clamped down onto my leg. Its tail was flying up here, and I was like, "Get off of me! Get off of me!" I didn't want to touch it.
It's like, woman, you're so sexy. I want to get a piece of that. I'm going to give you my nut.
Why don't we have this on film?
When you use the almond lotion on your legs, that's what happens, ladies.
She's like, I'm going to smell like cocoa butter.
This girl's like, hell yeah, babe. You turned me on. I'm going to help that leg.
Another resident, Isabel Campoy, said that she and her daughter were attacked by the rambunctious rodent while walking. She ended up in the ER with a wound to her arm. Mary Aboob said her husband Joe also had a confrontation with a squirrel when he tried to get the animal to stop biting his wooden fence. It took a big chunk of the wood, we thought. Oh my gosh, she's hungry or something. Joe, my husband, took off his cap to hit it so it would go away. Well, it was defending itself, ma'am. Your husband aggressed. I know California is not a stand your ground law, but
okay,
I wouldn't mess with a squirrel.
Let me explain something. Squirrels are a lot like rabbits. Their teeth are constantly growing. Their incisors constantly grow. If they grow too long, it basically goes up inside and they curl back around, and then they can't eat anything. They was probably chewing on that wood to trim those incisors down because your nuts are too soft. You've got weak nuts in California.
Well, it's also tasted the other white meat people. Now it's ravenous.
Well,
this
it's
is
just
how
trying
we
to
get
get
zombie squirrels.
It was trying to get to the bones.
Once it gets a taste for blood, it never lets go.
It was just trying to get to the bone, man. Like, so it could scrape those little incisors down.
The squirrel turned around and jumped on his head. Why don't we have video of this? Flyers were put up in the neighborhood.
Surely somebody has a Ring doorbell camera that's got footage of this squirrel.
They probably are selling the rights to it. It's like, if I'm going to show this, I'm going to make some money off of this. It's funny.
TMZ has acquired an exclusive video
of the attack squirrel.
The attack squirrel's family comes up. He was just trying to get clothes for his family. He's an innocent kid. He just graduated high school. He goes to church on the weekends. Benjamin Crump comes in as his attorney. This is obviously squirrelophobia. We have to have a serious talk.
He took a marker and wrote on his teeth, "Death to humans," before he attacked.
This day in 1687, Sir Isaac Newton discovered gravity. I don't know what took him so long, but we've been very serious ever since.
Fair. That's fair.
So flyers were put up to warn of this semi-automatic to fully automatic squirrel potential.
Secret squirrel.
This is not a joke, the flyers read. More than 5 people have been attacked by a very mean squirrel over the past few days on Diablo Circle and Mount Lassen. Well,
Diablo Circle.
This is what happens when you build on a pet cemetery. Y'all are from California. I'm sure you love Stephen King's books, although they suck out loud. So I'm sure you would know this.
You're on Diablo Circle, and I'm just saying, you're on Diablo Circle.
You already cursed yourselves.
And then
turned the squirrels evil.
And on top of that,
it's the water. The water turned the squirrels evil.
You guys,
they have a taste for blood.
You guys, you're scared of a squirrel. Okay, you know what it is? It's Peanut's revenge. It's what it is.
It is.
I've got the perfect one for it right here.
No, they're putting all these chemicals and they're putting all the stuff in the trees, which makes the nuts have all these hormones, and it's driving the squirrels nuts.
Zoom in on mine. I found him.
Oh no! Oh crap! Add this
And then he went
wrong
away.
button.
Yeah, you got to bring it up. See, out in California.
It was a MAGA squirrel. I knew it. I knew media has been lying to me. It was us all along.
That's so bad. I'm
Government's turning the squirrels against us.
I mean, Obama did say that he was going to bring substantial change. He's turned the frogs gay and the squirrels evil.
Turning the squirrels evil, man.
Ferrets, the book is still out, but they creep me out.
Just show them something shiny. They'll leave you alone.
Local wildlife hospital says that squirrels do not carry rabies, though they can turn aggressive when fed by humans. Wildcare has received numerous calls about a squirrel attacking residents in Lucas Valley neighborhood of San Rafael. Unfortunately, the squirrel is most likely approaching people and biting them because he was raised by people or has been hand-fed by humans. But now he's on his own and uncertain about how to forage and desperate for food. Squirrels are rather naturally shy animals. Well, I'm glad he got out of his introvertedness. He's an extrovert now and fabulous.
Well, why don't they just keep some food on them? This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, it is my complete honor and privilege to make this endorsement. You know, I've got along with very well with oxygen. I call it air. Some people call it O2. I call it oxygen, air. It's a beautiful thing when I'm endorsing breathing. We love to breathe. It's a tremendous practice in and out. I went to the doctor, and my doctor looked at me. He said, "Sir, you have the most beautiful lungs. They're so big. They're so beautiful. They inflate. They deflate. They're wonderful. In and out. Nobody's ever seen lungs like this before, sir." So I said, "Now's a beautiful day to endorse oxygen. We love breathing, right? And you have these stupid people on the left, very stupid, very sick. These are very sick people. You're not a sick person, but they're very sick people. And they're going to hear me endorse it, right? They're going to hear me say, oh, Donald Trump likes to breathe. You know who else breathed? Hitler. Hitler breathed. And they're going to hold their breath. And that's what we're hoping for. We're looking at it. So we are endorsing air. It's a tremendous thing. We want you to breathe as much of it as possible. Big, beautiful, clean air. And keep doing that. As long as you live,
we've entered the Spaceballs
it's
dimension.
A tremendous thing to do. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Thank you.
I have to say that is the greatest Trump impersonation I've ever heard.
He is the greatest Trump
He's got
impersonator.
the mannerisms, the timing, the speech. That's incredible.
Yeah, he became an internet sensation because of that. This guy became famous off of his Trump impersonation because people are like, holy cow, this is like you can't
spot on.
Yeah.
Oh God, he just needs to do a podcast. If Trump
does have one.
Well, no, but I mean with Trump, like if Trump really wants to capture kind of and break the internet, all he has to do is hang out with this guy for 5 minutes while they Trump each other out.
I think they have met. That's what I'm saying. I think these two actually have met, and Trump thinks he's hilarious as hell.
Beautiful voice. Beautiful. Best voice.
Well,
not quite mine, but very beautiful.
Speaking of things that didn't happen but still caused outrage, a YouTuber arrested for inciting fear by claiming that a large Indian airport was haunted. Was it the smell?
Large Indian airport? Like, are we talking about engines, or are we talking about push start?
What type of Indians are we talking about here?
Well, the ones that help with customer service reports.
The people that poop in their own streets.
Paint with all the colors of the wind. Tech support, not Pocahontas.
Well, that's because like their gods have like 8 arms and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'd get a lot of shit done, but then I'd probably hurt myself a lot more because I'd slap myself in the face. Like I can barely control the arms I have.
I can
add
spank
8
my
more.
own ass.
Well, that too. I never need Mr. Mo.
Oh,
You can wash dishes, you can clean clothes, and have a little pleasure time.
I'd be just as lazy as now, only doing more craft projects. Mr. Mo does not approve of this. An Indian YouTuber with over 500,000 followers was recently arrested for defaming a key infrastructure project by claiming that a Goa airport was haunted.
How do you know it's not?
I don't
Just
know.
saying.
I feel like the Ghostbusters weren't consulted, even the all-girl one, you know, with they didn't even fly Leslie Jones in to yell at the ghost. I feel
Look.
like
Well, so why?
The very first Ghostbusters, they took them to court.
Yeah. So I'm still curious. Why do they have like a picture from Dexter?
Yeah.
because they couldn't find a clear spot with less than 27 people at the airport. Mo's getting canceled today.
Yay!
So this YouTube personality with over 572 subscribers was arrested earlier this week in New Delhi for allegedly citing fear and spreading lies about an infrastructure project. The owner of a YouTube channel focusing on paranormal activity, Vashit, claimed that the Manohar International Airport, the newest one in Goa, was built on the site of cremation ground and has since been plagued by paranormal activity. After his... Oh, I thought it was a chick. Look, I don't know boy-girl names in Indian. I don't.
Well, he usually goes by the name of Bob.
My name is
Rick.
Frank. How can I help you?
After his video titled Evil Haunted Goa Airport was discovered by Goa's social media police monitoring cell. Good Lord, India. The Indian Gestapo, the Indian Stasi. I wonder what their uniform is because everything's so bright and colorful. So they don't wear camo. They just wear like paint splash from the early 90s.
They come dancing in.
They're all wearing the Dixie cup, kind of like the 90s with the dots and teal and the purple swirl.
And Bollywood music playing in the background.
They're like, yes, we're here to arrest you.
Oh my God, no. No.
According to the police, his clip, it contained false, malicious, and superstitious allegations. Apparently, the police have not ever been on the internet. Designed to boost his online presence by inciting fear. In the video, which was widely shared on various social media platforms, the Indian YouTuber claimed that Manohar airport staff had reported paranormal activities and that many pilots refused to fly at night due to ghostly sightings, including that of a mysterious woman wearing a red sari on the airport runway. He's also accused of narrating made-up testimonies from his subscribers to lend legitimacy to their story, or to his story. These people really haven't ever been on Reddit, have they?
No.
Like, this happened to my friend's cousin, sister's boyfriend's second, third cousin removed half, quarter. This totally happened. I knowed it.
I've got the receipts.
Yeah, I have got the screenshot, bitches. On September 18th, he shared a post about his arrest on Instagram, stating that the arrest was unwarranted and illegal and claiming that the police had been harassing him.
Well, you're taking people away from like domestic travel.
Yeah. I mean, but there are a bunch of people that are going to go specifically to that airport for the supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
You're not
Don't
thinking
fly
about
at
this
night.
All you got to do is lean into it, man. Like have some creepy music playing in the background instead of do 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 do. You can just get like.
I mean, before you send us all of the Halloween shop, costumes, you can save a couple for yourself, and you've got Ghost.
Yeah, you just have somebody come running out every so often. I mean, you could turn it into like a theme park. Could you imagine Grandma? She wants to get on the plane. She's toting her little thing, and then all of a sudden the Grim Reaper comes walking up behind her.
You
come
take
on.
Mo out of the Midwest. I'm already in culture shock because I've landed in India, and some guy wearing a really cheap ghost costume comes out. I'm going to be ecstatic. This is probably the funnest thing I've seen that doesn't involve like stuff. I'm there for it. And I'm just recording everyone else's reactions.
Oh no.
Trying steak as a lifelong vegetarian. I was gonna see if I cooked it right. I made steak before for my boyfriend, so I just didn't get to try it. Okay. I mean, I cooked it well done. That was kind of the goal. This is ribeye. I cooked it in avocado oil.
Should have gone with sirloin.
Okay, this is just the most intimidating meal I've had, I think.
Why'd you cut such a big piece?
I want to say something other than that's really good, because that's better than really good. I'm just kind of processing this. I want to bite with the garlic.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Steak is good.
Yeah.
We've red-pilled her, gentlemen.
Delicious. Yummy. Holy shit.
Your
Trying to bite with
boyfriend is
avocado.
the best.
Avocado. Ew.
This is the first plate I'm looking at and think I could actually finish. I want to do this so bad. Oh no, I didn't really make these egg yolks that runny. It still looks good though.
This chick just became a meatitarian.
So far, I haven't been converted, and I'm not going to speak too soon.
Yeah, you
But I
have.
think
Yeah, you have.
this made it a little bit of a harder decision.
Yeah. You think?
Oh, it's amazing. And then this stick fell out of my ass. Just came right out.
Well, grave warning as women die from risky no square surgery.
Okay.
An extreme new cosmetic surgery procedure is gaining popularity in South Korea, but has already left 2 women dead.
God.
Now, Korean women are turning to, again, no square fillers to enhance their SMEX life, only to end up with fatal consequences. According to, okay, this seems like something that's bound to get me in trouble. Koreaboo, which may be their own Wikipedia. God, I hope. A 38-year-old woman lost consciousness shortly after undergoing the procedure and was transported to an emergency room. Despite intensive medical care, she died 10 days later. Now, an autopsy revealed a significant blood clot there. Yeah, it's almost like God created the perfect thing and you don't have to do lip injections to it.
Yeah. You don't need to touch it. It's fine the way it is.
It's fine.
And there's a vast variety, and they're all perfect.
Yeah.
There's a shell for everyone.
Oh no, they have images.
I didn't know that was going to be on there. Also, I don't trust this doctor anymore.
That looks like the doctor from what is it? Nip and Tuck or Tuck and Nipper?
Yes.
It looks exactly like him.
That I had to pass over a lot of the article because
That's okay. We don't need it.
No. Apparently, ear fillers have also become popular in South Korea.
Why?
Ear fillers? Ear fillers?
Who wants puffy ears? I thought that wrestlers get made fun of for having
Yeah, it's called
ears.
cauliflower ear.
I mean, if they want that, they could just go into the boxing ring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it fans your ear out. So it gives you stick out ears to make your face look smaller.
I did.
They're Korean. They're already small.
Well, no, because their heads tend to be just a little bit wider. It's something that you'll notice with. That sounds so bad.
No.
And
Stop.
Yes, this
People,
is the doctor
just
that's
stop.
warning of the danger.
Stop trying to mess with your own body. Just stop.
Well, they need bat wings. I dated a girl that had those as a child, and her mother had surgery done so her ears would go back in.
Do you want to take off and fly? What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, so they need new pilots.
Okay, but this is like, putting, if I were worried about my 5 head, which I totally admit that I have, I would constantly have bangs or something.
No, it means you're
it's
smart.
not taking It's not taking away from the fact that I have a 5 head. It's just reality. I'm not going to get a 4-head shrinkage.
You don't
I'm
have
planning to sell ad spaces.
Mo,
if
you
my
wear so many
hairline-
damn wigs. Nobody can tell the difference. Nobody knows what size your head is anyway.
No. But I'm just saying, I'm thinking about selling billboard space if I ever have a receding hairline. I'm going to be sponsored everywhere.
If you ever have a receding
Such
hairline.
a grifter. Jeez.
I try.
No.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't have any problem with your head, Mo.
No.
Whatsoever.
Okay. Can we stop people from doing? I said I was okay with the pony thing, but apparently people are getting Costco tattoos.
Please tell me they're barcodes.
Please.
No,
So you
they're
go,
the
beep.
Kirklands.
The
It's a
Kirklands?
Kirkland's?
Kirkland?
Of all the damn stores. Kirkland's?
Of all the stuff that you
Well,
can get,
that's
Kirkland.
the Costco brand.
Oh,
like
the
I
generic.
think,
Oh, okay.
because I think, what is it, Members Mark or Members Mark? I think for Sam's Club, like.
No, Maker's Mark's something else.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So I have to tell you, I'm done with this story. I have to tell you too. So Mr. Mo, because I am an inside cat that married a golden doodle, like aggressively friendly outside person. So I had been, really, really introverted here lately. And Mr. Mo was like, on Wednesday, can we just go do something? And I decided to take him out to my 2 favorite stores, Hobby Lobby and this Wineporium that is up in Greenwood. It is the best thing ever. And
Well,
Mr. Mo was like,
Go ahead.
Mr. Mo was like, yeah, let's go to the wine shop. This is a great idea. And he's like, have fun, because wine shops, it's actually funny. I don't drink as much as I always joke about. And thank you, Rickles.
Thanks,
for
Rickles.
the Super chat. Love Friday wrap up. It's especially good when what's his name and the other guy join you. Those
Shizzy,
2
you're
people
what's his
without
name?
boobs. Thank you. I'm gonna have to find. Oh, I found a pen. I love when I'm more responsible than I give myself credit for. So I set things up because I'm like, "Where's the pen?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Past Mo was like,
No,
90
I've
pens.
got the perfect thing in response to your forehead. Trust me, it's
Glass
good.
of wine in bed by 9? What?
Nope, this is better. This is much better.
Hey, fuckers. I just got a comment from someone named Andrew saying that my forehead is huge. Huge, capital letters. Let's check, shall we? Here we go. Put that there. And you know what? We'll just give you a little extra. Just for fun. Let's lock it in. Turn it around. Oh! 2.5
woman
inches.
my sister?
Huh? 2.5 inches, Andrew. That is what you consider huge. I just want everyone to know that you, Andrew, consider 2.5 inches huge. Capital Huge. Zoom in there. I got the right measurement. It's 2.5. All right, something to think about.
Best comeback ever.
Okay, so now I don't actually drink a lot, but they have fun sodas at this Wineporium, like an entire aisle. And Mr. Mo is like, have at it. And so I'm just picking out different flavors, different strengths, not really even knowing what I'm doing. It's kind of like I'm in Best Buy. I'm just putting things in my cart and asking where the software boxes are. Like we still have software boxes. So I'm just throwing everything in there. And I get to the counter and the woman doesn't even card me for first, which is bitch move right there. So for her first thing, I deserve to be carded, damn it. Second of all, she's like, that'll be $70. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I pull out the food card because Mr. Mo is crazy, but he does our budget. So like I have my own fun money and then I have a gas card and a food card. And he's like, so how do you consider this food? And I was like, these are special sodas. I will send you out for munchies and ergo food. Ipso facto, I threw that out there like I was Johnny fucking Cochran at the end of OJ. Like, if the glove don't fit, I was getting ready to like play the saxophone, like
it's got fruit in them, I'm sure.
and he was like, you make a good point. I was like, I always make good points.
Baker. 2.5 is way too much. Anything over an inch hurts. I don't know. Tell me more about it, Baker.
Exactly.
How much does it hurt you? How much does it hurt you, Baker?
Now, we didn't have Lord Chippy today, but I thought we should end on the world's dumbest criminal.
Oh, sweet. No photo bombs today?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even look at them. Oh, no, that's not even the right one.
I still want to see the dumb criminal, though.
Yeah, I do. I still want to see the dumb criminal.
Yeah, but...
Oh, no.
What in Jesus' name is this story?
With silly string.
I'm done. We're ending on this because this is too hilarious. I won't be functional.
Okay. Batter a man with silly string.
Silly string.
A Florida woman has been arrested for a silly string attack. Investigators say that the colorful battery occurred Thursday evening at the OCC Roadhouse Bar in Clearwater.
Oh, it's Clearwater.
Yeah, Clearwater Roadhouse Bar. Go figure. Chicken wire.
As detailed in an arrest affidavit, Crystal Watts.
Crystal Watts is just
Of course it is.
At least her name isn't Chastity, like Honor.
Oh, Chastity Honor.
Destiny Knight Rider.
Destiny.
Crystal Watts, 48, confronted the victim and began spraying him with silly string until the can was empty. She then allegedly threw the can at the victim, Jesse Hamhock.
Oh, this is getting better.
Hammock. Oh my God, what is this?
I like Hamhock better.
I like Hamhock much better. Hey, Hamhock.
The silly string struck Hamhock in the forehead, causing a laceration. Okay, I'm guessing they mean the can, because if you got lacerated by silly string, you're a little too precious for this world, okay?
You might want to have your liver checked if you got lacerated by silly string.
I'm picturing she's just doing this, and then she runs out, and she's like...
The affidavit does not identify a motive. We need Nancy Drew, Nancy Grace, and the Tuttle twins on this. She was, but, that happened around 9 p.m. Now, Hamhock is a masonry contractor, and it isn't kind of specified whether they were acquainted before this. I mean, if he had seen her in pleather, maybe he wouldn't have pissed her off.
I was to say, what's up with the fetish wear here?
Yeah. I mean,
she's an escort.
Oh, with a name like Destiny Chain or Crystal Balls or whatever, yeah.
Crystal meth, whatever.
The phone number listed for the defendant in court records turns up on an escort service website that includes a variety of explicit photos of Watts, who is identified as Taylor. A recent post notes that Taylor, pictured in the left, is back in the saddle and ready to ride.
So let me get this straight. She's got a stripper name. Her real name is Crystal Watts, but she goes by the name of Taylor on a strip site.
Well, that's how they
her
hide.
name should be Blaze or Storm or something. She doesn't look like a Taylor.
No.
Like you could pick any name and she's like Jane.
She doesn't want to
With a
mix up her
Y.
professions. Okay.
Yeah, it really is confusing as to which LinkedIn to put things under.
You know, when you log into the wrong YouTube account, you know,
Say,
things
please
happen.
say there's a video somewhere. Hey, Miami.
Well, apparently everyone is associated with Pepsi in this. Match the arrestee to their alleged crime.
Oh.
Hazardous driving, failure to appear in court, unlawful use of a weapon, non-consensual dissemination of private sexual images, or driving while intoxicated.
Oh, well, let's see. They all have Pepsi shirts on. So let me see. I'm going to say the non-consensual dissemination of private sexual images. The guy that looks paled out, like the second from the end on the
go straight up.
Unlawful use.
I mean, is driving while intoxicated looks like this, or hazardous driving?
No, I think the wine mom with black hair is that one.
Oh, I know what this guy is. Failure to appear in court. I've seen him in Indiana, and he's always on parole or probation because he fails to go to court until the court is signed.
I think the
girl in the middle is failure to appear.
Yeah, the one with the black hair. No, I think that. Yeah, her. I could see her as failure to appear.
Yeah.
No. The driving while intoxicated for the one next to her. Yeah, that one right there. Hazardous driving and unlawful use of a weapon.
I'm gonna say unlawful use of weapons, dude on the end, the blue shirt.
That makes sense. Like there was an attack squirrel. I've been sent from Texas to deal with it.
I would flip those two around on the ends, but no, you go ahead and choose. That's my decision. I think we'll stick with Vol stores, but I think those two should be flipped around.
No, go where you're supposed to go. All right. Here's O of 5. We got 3.
Oh, we got them all but those two.
Yes.
He was failure to appear in court. I should have stuck to my guns.
Were right. You were right.
Yeah, you were
right. To be
right.
fair, she does have a look that she would pull a piece out on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude with the dissemination of private sexual pic, I mean, that was just dead on.
Oh, wait, I have the video of that. Do you want to see the video of her with the unlawful use of a weapon?
Yes.
Sure.
Hold on just a second. I'll find it here shortly. It's around here somewhere. I just saw it. Doggone it. Where in the hell did... Oh, yeah, here it is. I found it.
I mean, we had the video you want, just not the one you asked for.
Here it is. All right. You share screen, and it's this one right here. This is her. Unlawful use of a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't play with a motherfucking man. A man is not gonna play with me. You gonna play with me, bitch. 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 You gonna play with me, bitch, now. Now, because one thing about it, I don't play with no mother. Don't touch me.
Well, that was real.
Yeah, police be here.
You think? You think that's her?
Well, I mean, that would stop me from trigger safety. Just none whatsoever. That's just what happens.
At least it was the one I sent you last week, the unlawful use of a weapon. Go ahead, pull it.
That'll do more damage.
She's going to an NBA game. We caught him, y'all. Thank you guys for joining this morning. We will be back together tonight for the pregame, and I am heading over to Megan's, where I've been promised that I can day drink.
Why not? Everybody else does.
Pretty much. Look, I had teen drama go on last night. I did not even eat the blizzard that I, guilt tripped Mr. Mo into go getting me after he pulled the bullshit of we have ice cream at home. I was like, I am not your child. I don't care if we have Britney Spears at home. I am your wife and I demand a blizzard.
Well, that's what you get then, isn't it? That's what you get.
Next time I need to just
throw
take
up
my
a fit. You demanded the blizzard and you didn't get to eat it anyway. So
No, see what you do is you eat the blizzard like Kate Upton.
Oh, God.
I guarantee you get more blizzards.
Yeah.
Well, that's my goal, but I also don't want to be cut out of my house. So you can't be too good at a great thing.
True.
Fair.
If you have a parade every day, then it's no fun.
I don't know. It's fun for me.
Mr. Mo's like, but every once in a while, would help.
I'll invite a marching band in next. It won't just be the judgmental cats watching us. Like, oh my God, they're still.
You get the donkey
Ew.
picture.
When your animals look at you and go, "Are y'all done? Are you done yet?"
Or they want to get in and look at you deeply in the eye.
What in
We have a cat that has given us about a 10-minute, like if he is not being paid attention,
window.
He will insert himself into whatever situation, regardless of cross-stitching or married time. So then he's just like, I'm cuddling in with you too. It's a little shaky on the sea right now, though. A little shaky.
Here, let me dig
Anyone
my
else getting
claws in.
motion sick?
Let me get my claws in.
What is going on here? I didn't know I signed on for the Titanic. What's going? Rose, let me on the door.
Hey, we used to have a dog that, whenever things were happening, he would just go in the corner and curl up with his head turned away from it. He knew. I can't watch you two.
I know one of my New Year's resolutions is to deeply scar and emotionally damage the cats one day, like to disgust the cats so they no longer want to watch us.
Well, when you start howling like the cats, that may be a deterrent.
Little catnip in her and she goes crazy too. I told you, Cletus. I told you. Ooh, Mr. Mo got the silver vine catnip. Well, she's going to be out for days. It's going to be crazy in here. It's like we live in a zoo. Have a great day, you guys. I'm going to head over to Megan Fox. Shizzy helped me, so the mic situation will be improving. He was explaining what my computer had a butthole for, what it didn't, and how these cordy things all move. Look, this is how you have to Helen Keller me through tech stuff. Because I'm like, what kind of butthole do I need? Which I mean a plug-in, but I just call it a butthole.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, which gets me in trouble in Best Buy because I'm like, okay, does this laptop has the butthole thing so I can, put it into the Ethernet? And they're like, ma'am, we haven't used Ethernet in 23 years. And I'm like, shut up and just give me the computer that has a butthole plug-in for the internet.
Where's the butthole? Okay. Yeah, I need a butt plug to go with it.
And of all the stores, Mr. Mo is like the one store where I will embarrass him is when we're at Best Buy because he's like, I don't even know her. And I'm like, he's my husband.
This lady followed me in here. I don't know what her problem is.
He's like, look, it's just easier to let her walk around near me pretending we're married. So
she's harmless.
Yeah, she's
go back
harmless.
to
I'm
her
going
tent.
to make her wear a helmet sometimes. Oh, Volstorm, did you hear Shizzy and I's great plan that we're all going to go to that Arkansas diamond place? And between my walker, Shizzy's helmet, and the expert, White Rabbit's going to look like she's taking a bunch of, special people out on their daily visits.
Well, here's the thing. She's been exposed to that so much between myself, expert, and our friends that she wouldn't blink twice.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
People would be going up to her and like, bless your heart that you just let them think they're normal and you take care of them.
Right.
And experts just going to come in like, oh my God, do you know birds aren't real? And I'm married to her. And she's like, yeah, we let him think that. Someone's going to ask, why don't they all have helmets? Well, the specialist one gets to wear it for the day.
The one with the
Shizzy's our
softest
special
head
winner.
has to wear his helmet.
Have a great day, you guys.
Bye, guys. Peace.
This is. I feel so bad because I love this.
Yep. Oh, great. I'm going to have a chili here. Don't eat it. For you to eat. You can eat that, thank you.
Me?
Yeah, you. Hey, Regan.
Is that a microaggression?
No.
Don't eat the seeds, man.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Take some milk, son, or cheese.
Oh no.
Or cheese, milk.
Not more acid.
No. Yogurt.
He's on fire.
Good man.
Chug that son bitch.
Oh, he's better than my children. He didn't just drink it straight from the jug.
What's wrong with drinking straight from the jug?
Oh, yeah.
So he eats it.
So is this ready? I'm going to put this in here. And I get the lettuce cups out. Yeah. And put all this in the separate.
That is my youngest, most feral. Did you see your brother just run into the door? No. I'm going to try it with roller skates.
Oh, and those guys, like, they have an awesome cooking show. It is
Yeah,
wonderful.
they are so sweet to watch, and
Yes.
it reminds me of my job. I actually used to work with people with developmental disabilities so they could be more independent, and they're so sweet.
They are.
She still
Those
does
guys,
with her kids.
those guys are absolutely a blast to watch, and
Yes.
they're so fun.
Well, have a great Friday if I don't see you again, or I will be all over your internets all day, so just stick with me.
FNL night, folks.
Yeah,
Yes.
I get the really drunk Mo. She's day drinking.
Yay!
Yeah, well, as funny as that is, I actually got some banana wine that I'll be cutting with a lot of Diet Sprite, as per usual. Because that's how I roll. I'm gangster like that. Purple
That's
drink
right.
and Sprite.
Bananas and Sprite. Interesting.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.